She refused the king. She stood for what she believed, wasn't afraid to die. She was brave. She was exiled. Welcome to our podcast, girls. It's Esther here.
Hi, girls. It's Steph.
We hope that you've been enjoying your Bible reading of Queen Athaliah.
Yes, and very different intro from the one we had last time. I think I like this woman.
Yes, this one is quite good. She's brave.
Yes.
I think she's a courageous queen.
I think so as well. She doesn't get as much credit, I think, as she deserves. She's got a really small part in the Bible, but I think that's enough to see her character.
Yes, I think you'll love her story today.
So, second half of Queen's Month. Let's get into it. But before, we've got something special, don't we?
Yes, as you know, last time we did a beautiful bath time bliss. This time we have something beautiful for your skin. So let's get pampered as queens did. Today I'm sharing 3 delicious facial scrubs. For the recipes below, you need these steps. Number 1, tie hair back and wash face. Number 2, to open your pores, steam face over hot water or press warm cloth to skin for a few minutes. Number 3, after preparing the scrub, apply it to your face and neck if desired. Avoid the eye area. Number 4, gently massage into the skin in a circular motion for 30 seconds and leave on the skin for a few minutes. And number 5, rinse off with warm water, moisturize if necessary, and enjoy the results. Recipe number 1, oatmeal scrub. This scrub smooths, tones and hydrates your skin. So what you need is 1 tablespoon of rolled oats or almond meal, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, and 2 teaspoons of yogurt. Combine all the ingredients and apply to your face. Don't forget, don't put near your eyes. And if you would like that to be a mask instead, then just wait a few minutes longer before scrubbing and rinsing it off. Recipe number 2, a banana scrub. This has a beautiful, delicious smelling scrub and you can use it as a mask as well. What you need is the following: 2 teaspoons of mashed banana, 2 teaspoons of rolled oats, 1 teaspoon of milk, and 1 teaspoon of honey. And again, combine all the ingredients well and apply to your face. If you would like it as a mask, leave it on for a little longer and rinse with warm water. And recipe number 3, honey sugar scrub. If you have ever used a body sugar scrub, you know just how amazing they feel. This recipe works just as well on your face. So the things that you will need is 1 teaspoon of honey and half a teaspoon of sugar. Mix in a bowl very well and apply to your skin. Then rinse it very thoroughly because this recipe is a bit sticky, so you don't want to leave anything on your face before bed. And wash it with warm water. You can use these scrubs once a week.
Oh, those recipes sound delicious. I almost want to eat them, but definitely we're going to give them a try. And a huge thank you to our friend Jana Melt because these are her delicious recipes. So thank you so much. We will definitely pamper ourselves with those. Now let's get into our story.
Brave.
I gaped in horror. No! These men must be wrong. My husband would never ask me to do such a thing. There must be a mistake. I swallow and disguise my panic. I look at the 7 stony-faced eunuchs. You are jesting, of course, I exclaim, looking from one motionless face to another. Mehuman, is this true? I have always trusted Mehuman. I know he will not lie to me. I move closer to inspect his face. Mehuman? My jewels jingle as I take a step closer. I wait, brow raised. He looks at me with sad eyes and whispers,
Yes, my lady, it is so. King Xerxes demands your presence and wishes for you to show your beauty to the guests.
My stomach drops and dread fills my heart. No! I clench my fist and turn away. I am humiliated, scared, horrified, disgusted. But dare I disobey the king? What will he do to me if I refuse this invitation? My heart hammers in my chest at the thought of his rage at being disobeyed in front of his chief ministers. He may just choose to have me killed. Suddenly the tapestries on the walls feel like they are crowding me in. It's stifling in here, I need air, and I run towards my private garden, open the doors wide and step outside. Gulping hungrily for a few breaths of air, tears threaten to overflow. I sit tentatively on the plush gold couch and stare at my surroundings. This is my favourite place in the mornings and evenings. It gives me a sense of peace and freedom. Tonight that peace has vanished into gloom. The white and red hangings fastened with cords of white linen onto the marble pillars. The mosaic pavement of marble, mother of pearl and other costly stones. The vases filled with exotic flowers and plants. These are not enough to distract me today. A soft breeze sways the silk materials, and I know that I must give the eunuchs my final answer. I certainly don't want to be killed for disobeying and embarrassing the king, my husband. Nor do I want to parade inappropriately in front of those drunk men. Some of my friends would say I am foolish to be upset about this request. But how can I do this? I could never degrade myself to such levels. In the distance, I hear the laughter of my female guests enjoying themselves, celebrating, being merry. No one is aware of my predicament. Subtle aromas waft through the air, reminding me that they must now be serving the luscious desserts with fruits and nuts. My banquet tables have been filled with delicacies this past 7 days. Oohs and ahs escaping the women's lips. Was it only 2 weeks ago that I chose the menu for the women's feasts? The food had been delectable. Succulent grapes, candied turnips, stuffed pigeons with pistachio nuts and candied capers have adorned the food table and taken everyone's breath away. Not to mention the sweetened seed and almond cakes. My favourite was the melt-in-your-mouth goat, marinated in Ethiopian oils, saffron and pomegranates. Oh, divine! But how could I have foreseen this? The past 7 glorious days are now ruined for me. The joy evaporated in one demand from the king. I sink deeper into the silky cushions and close my eyes. I need to think, clear my mind, make a decision. How Xerxes has changed. For the last 6 months he has exhibited the enormous wealth of his empire and the stunning beauty of his royal palace, proving that he holds more power than anyone else in this world. For 6 months he has entertained officials, ministers, princes and governors of all the provinces. For 6 months he has been treated like a god and gained admiration and respect from his guests. Why, on the last day of this 7-day banquet, has he decided he needs to now show me off? Does he think I'm just another statue in his garden or a painting on his wall? The more I think about it, the angrier I feel. How dare he? How dare he shame me like this? I am the queen! He has no right. Does he? Slowly I stand up. I know what I must do. Never before has any queen refused her king, but today I will. I enter my bedchamber and the eunuchs bow when they see me. I motion for them to straighten up as I march to stand directly in front of Mehuman. Unwavering, I surprise myself when my voice rings loud and clear. Tell His Majesty the King that I will not show my beauty to his guests. I respectfully decline. My heart pounds furiously and my hands are shaking. Their faces transform in horror at the realization of what this truly could mean. Pale, they stare at each other. Then Mehuman speaks.
Your Highness, do you know what you are saying?
Panic has enveloped the room. The men stop and start, stumbling over each other's words. I don't understand what they are saying, and I shake my head in confusion, rubbing my temples. Stop! Silence.
Your Majesty,
Harbona begins.
The king is drunk, and he will not take this news well. Please reconsider your decision.
Dark eyes plead with me. I exhale and shake my head. My decision is final. Tell the king I will not be coming. Every atom in my being screams in silent dread. but I force my voice to say otherwise. The men try to argue again, but I hold up my hand and stop the sentence midair. My decision is final, and nothing will change my mind.
What if the punishment is death?
Mehuman whispers. I look at my hands and rub them, trying to keep my composure. Tears fill my eyes and silently spill down my cheeks. I look up. Then so be it.
So in case you don't know, we are talking about Queen Vashti. And you can read her story in Esther 1 from verse 1 to 22.
Now, if you girls remember, we asked you to make up a column, draw up a column with two sides and write the qualities, or I guess the bad qualities of our queen. So we should already have, or you should already have written down all the bad qualities of Athaliah. And on the other side, you need to write all the good qualities of Queen Vashti and compare the two.
Yes, you can find everything you want to know in the Bible. But I was thinking, Steph, that it's really important to be brave on the outside, but it's more important to be lovely on the inside. There's a beautiful quote that I love from Audrey Hepburn, and it says, "For beautiful eyes, look for the good in others. For beautiful lips, speak only words of kindness. And for poise, walk with the knowledge that you are never alone." And we are never alone because we have God.
I really love that, Esther, and it's so true. It is a bit hard to do, I think, but definitely something that we need to work on is the inside, and we all have to do it, and that's a really important part to our character.
I like this queen a lot better, and I just want to have some of her qualities. If I could have all of them, that would be great, but if some of them would be nice.
And that is hard because she was, in those times, facing death.
Yes.
Does she get killed? You'll have to find out, girls. Go to the Bible and make sure you search it up.
Don't forget to visit our blog where you can see, read, and listen to the story and see what Queen Vashti looks like to us.
Yes. And also, on our blog, you will also find the recipes that we have shared today, plus the one we shared last time with Queen Athaliah. So yes, happy reading, finding, investigating.
Yes. So till next time, we hope... we've got great stuff coming up for next month.
Yes. But it's a surprise, so make sure you keep tuning in. And if you haven't subscribed to our newsletter, make sure you do. There should be a link below.
Yes, there's a link below.
And that way you know and you're up to date, and we'll send you a newsletter when there's a new podcast up.
Yes. All right, girls. Have a great rest of the weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
You're listening to Lauren Daigle, Loyal.
I could never earn your heart. I could never reach that far. But you have pulled me close. You'll never let me go. I'm safe forever in your arms. Your promises I can't